Last time on Cursebreaker. After our confrontation with the judges, we reconvened in Holly's basement to liberate the rest of the polymorph victims. One by one, they returned to their original forms, including Brax Minnow and Samantha Barrow, both key witnesses to prove Bert's innocence. We set Emery free to follow his own path, and a brief argument between Uli and her sister sent Ilya on a furious walkabout. Bert stayed up late to meet with Malboro, but got some bad news. Not only is the trial doomed to be unfair, but it's been moved up in schedule to tomorrow. The next morning starts out about as bad as a morning can start out. It's pretty much the crack of dawn. Holly is just waking up, so you know it's early. And Holly, you hear a rapid thump at the front door.
What is that? Oh my goodness, the sun's not even up yet. Holly throws on a robe. It's got cute little cherry blossoms on it, and it's blue. And she puts on her fuzzy slippers and plods down the stairs.
That's good Foley work.
And she peeks out the curtain.
Looking out the curtain at about, eye level, you see two rows of people, about 16 deep. They are in some sort of uniform.
This doesn't look very good. Holly's hair is like a little disheveled to one side too, and she's just like barely awake.
You hear, "Open the door, we have warrant."
Warrant? Oh. No one's here.
Your door will be opened in 5, 4, 3,
Fuck.
2,
Oh, God.
1.5.
Holly casts reduce on the door
What?
What?
to make it really small.
It would just make the door smaller.
I would just let them in.
This is not Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's a spell slot.
All right. You cast reduce on the door, and the door.
Holly's too tired. She thinks it'll work. Keep him out.
The door shrinks down, and so until it's so tiny that it's just kind of like flapping weakly on its little tiny hinges, but it's just kind of like flapping in the wind about the size of a playing card.
And now there's a hole in her wall.
I mean, there's a giant empty door frame with one tiny door affixed to the side. Standing directly in front of you are these, these two rows of individuals, all dressed identically, all with identical faces painted onto what look like flour sacks. Leading this pack, lower than eye level, are a pair of dwarves. They push their way inside. They say, "We have warrant for arrest of Uliness. We have warrant to collect magic limp."
What? Well, let me
They're
see
like,
this warrant.
They're shoving papers in your face, and they all kind of like
Holly
stuff
grabs
into the house.
Holly grabs the papers to look at them.
And you can look. It's official court documentation, signed, sealed. You can see Tonberry's signature on there. You can see Flan and Marlborough's signature on there.
What's going on?
You can hear Bert a ton of like muffled talking going on downstairs. Find only this. Find the limp. We need to get out of here. We only have 1 hour.
Oh shit.
I am in the backyard. That's where I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear this going on?
Yeah, you hear like the door being like opened and slammed.
Okay. I creep to the door and I listen.
Okay.
So I want to know what's happening.
Yeah.
So, Tibio's upstairs and he's heard the commotion and he heard the Uli part. And he peeks out a back window overlooking the garden because he's on the upper floor.
Which window?
What are my options?
There's like one. We'll say Tibio, your room is on a corner, so there's one that overlooks the alleyway, and there's one big one that overlooks the backyard.
That one's fine.
It's
Just checking.
The big backyard one, not the alley one, because I would assume that any trap.
You're fine.
You're fine.
I'm in danger at every moment. So I peek out the window and I shout, whisper, "Uli, Uli!"
Tibio.
Only you need to run. The police are here for you.
Well, that's not good.
Try and get Snack there after the lamp.
Is he in there with you?
You're probably bunking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, we're roommates.
And they were roommates.
Snack.
Ah,
Snack.
ah.
Shh. I clamp his snoot shut.
Some eldritch energy kind of like spurs from my fingers. And
Yeah. You're much bigger than him now.
Mr.
yes.
Snack, you got to get out of here. They're after your lamp.
Not again.
Can you like poof out of here?
Yeah. And then I poof out of it.
Where do you appear?
And
I
you're-
appear in the backyard.
Oh, you didn't Misty Step?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Shit, Snack.
Stop. Why is everyone sneaking up on me?
I think they are after both of us.
We should go then, Uli.
Yes, where do we go? Do you know your way? No, shit.
Ollie,
Um,
Ollie, is Snack with you? I'm like looking over.
Yeah, he's down here. We got
Snack, get in your lamp so they cannot summon you.
the door bursts open behind you, Tibio, and you see two like flour sack boys stepping into the room, kind of like dripping flour all over the place.
I swing my arms out the window and I begin to sing. It's a beautiful morning.
They one of the flower boys like walks up to the back window and kind of like presses its face like flat up against the glass, and like looks around outside, and then kind of like regards the room again. And you see that one like walk out of the room, and you hear this muffled
Do I recognize any of these flower men?
That
Can you?
I cut one.
They all
one's
look the
dead.
same.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one bled out. Yeah.
Are you in the lamp?
I went into the lamp.
Okay, I grabbed the lamp.
Okay.
How close is Holly's house to the gates?
The front gates of Tildry.
Just anywhere out of the city.
It's she's kind of in the heart of the city, in the work field.
Okay. What do I see within 500 feet of the backyard?
I mean, it's pretty much like suburbia. So there's a couple of it's all cobblestone streets with like bridges that go over the river. There's a few storefronts, but mostly it's just large houses with those ceramic shingles.
I message to Tibio and I say, I'm gonna try and get us out of the city.
Okay, try to find your way to Oryx.
Okay. And then I pick a direction and I run. And I just run and run and run.
Okay.
And hide and run. And if I can make it to the gates, then I will do something.
Run, run, run.
Okay.
Run, run, run away.
That is Uli's plan. Meanwhile, back at the house, Holly, the dwarves are getting surly. They're pacing around looking for Uli. They're in your workshop, and now they're just pulling shit off your shelves.
Hey!
And, like, they're just like throwing bottles on the ground.
Not that. No, those are worth so much. Oh, please don't touch that. Oh, no. Holly's just like almost in tears, like so tired. Hasn't had brunch or coffee yet. And just like, what are you doing? No,
The slightly larger dwarf turns towards you, and he says, "Game is over. Where is Lamp? Where's Uli Nis?"
I don't know. Why are you here? This, you can't
He
do
says,
this.
"We have warrant," and he shows the papers to you again.
Well, do you see a lamp or an Uli Ness here?
You will tell us where Lamp is.
I don't know where the lamp is, but you better stop destroying my stuff.
They turn to each other for a second, and he says, "I think she's lying." And the other one says, "I think she's lying."
Well, there's no lamp or Uli Ness, so you better get out, because your warrant doesn't cover anything else in this house.
You see both of them take out warhammers that were on their back, and one of them says, "Down." And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
7.
Okay.
Oh no.
Holly, you are reduced.
You can fit through that door
At
now.
2, Holly.
The reducer has become the reducee.
You are now at eye level with these dwarves in the workshop downstairs, and then the other one says, "Up we go," and casts enlarge on the two of them, and they are now much bigger than you were in the first place. These warhammers are now enormous, and they hoist them above you and get ready to kill you.
What? Tibio's running down the stairs.
Yeah, just
Yeah, Tibio has been running down the stairs.
Tibio, on your way down the stairs, a few of the flower boys just kind of like clog the hallway and prevent you from passing.
Yeah, I'm coming down too.
You're right behind Tibio on the stairs.
I'm poking him with my fingies. Trying to slice them open with my fingers.
Hey, these are these weirdos from Fizzles, right?
They're made of bags of flour. Holly's in danger.
They start to surround you, and they're kind of compressing the both of you. And there's like 10 of them on the stairs.
I Misty Step.
Made of flour. How tough can they be?
I fucking Misty Step out of fucking...
Oh.
Get out of here. I'm gone. I'm just like, no. Sorry, Bert.
So, yeah, Bert, you can feel this pressure now that these things might be inept, they might be pretty stupid, but they're going to suffocate you.
All right. Time to use my new spell.
Okay?
Confusion.
Okay.
All of those creatures have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What was the save?
14.
Okay. So half of them handily succeeded. The other half did not.
Okay.
We'll say the ones closest to you were hit hardest.
The ones that failed to save need to roll a d10 before taking any actions.
Okay. So at that point, let's actually roll initiative for this whole setup.
Ooh.
Including Snack and Uli.
Snick and Uli.
God, I'm terrible.
Dice jail.
No.
What do you guys got?
Holly has a 8.
5.
9.
12.
We suck.
10.
We super suck.
So the first creatures to go are the ones who resisted the confusion spell. You can feel that the ones that were kind of crowding you, Bert, they sort of stand stock straight and they don't really do anything for a second. And you can see the ones on the outer rim of this are trying to like push their way in and get to you, kind of crawling over the other flower boys. And one of them does. It actually kind of crowd surfs over the other flower people, and it grapples you, kind of like while it's falling onto you. I need you to make a contested grapple check.
7.
Okay. You actually beat it by 1. So this thing tries to get a hold of you, and you just back off, and it falls onto the stairs in front of you. And you can even step on him for a sec. One more of them breaks through the lines and is just going to try to pummel you as best it can.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a critical hit.
Uh-oh. Hit by flower.
Yeah, so you're kind of like cocky about this one that just tried to grapple and
Yeah.
fell right in front of you. And then one behind you just comes down hard with a sack of flour, and it just, it bursts over your head, but you get bludgeoned for 11 damage. Snack, you're next.
I'm none the wiser on the complex, right?
I mean, yeah, you can, there's some consciousness of, what's going on around the lamp. Just, you can feel, a little bit of, vibration as if you're on, an unsteady ship or something. So there's a bit of, lilting and shifting. Not that things are sliding around the room in the lamp, but that you can feel some commotion going on out there.
I hop out of the lamp.
You, drop out of the lamp and, tobble onto the, cobblestones and, have to, catch up with her.
I was like, Uli, and then get up, dust myself off.
Snack, sorry.
Uli, I think our friends are in danger, and we must help them rather than flee at this time.
You're probably right. I've just never been wanted for arrest before.
It's quite fun, isn't it? Running around like this. If only we didn't have friends to worry about.
Yeah.
Something to think about, but...
Okay, we need a game plan while we're going.
I'm going to appear over there and then start killing things.
Yeah, that's a game plan.
Right. Can I use Misty Step again? I'm using it with my cloak, and I don't know how many times I get that with the cloak.
Oh, I believe the cloak is just a once per day, but the range on that is, I believe, 60 feet, which is higher than Misty Step.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the brimstone cloak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I used Misty Step the first time, now
Yep.
I'll use the cloak.
Okay.
Okay. So I flourish my cloak that's too small for me.
Okay. Yeah, it is
Your
now.
little cape.
And then I'm going to try to appear in the house.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys were basically at the corner of the block. That's all the farther you had gotten in the lamp. So you reappear, right in the threshold, the doorway to Holly's house that was left open.
And I'm just running around the block.
So the cape stayed the same size. What's the loincloth situation?
Is
Stayed
it
the
very
same
small?
size.
It's more visible. And, yeah.
What's more visible?
I'm actually...
Do you have lizard anatomy?
What do I see? Besides... what
Besides
I know
his
what you
own
all
dingle.
see.
Yeah.
I know what you all see. What do I see?
Standing in the threshold, your eyes adjusting to the darkness in here. Well, I guess they don't really need to. You're always on dark mode or night vision. In here, there are just 3. They look like statues. They're completely stone stiff, but they look like they were supposed to have been guarding the door. But there's 3 flour sack people staring at you.
Does Snack see Holly?
No.
Snack heaves and he's about to do something that's just instinctual, but stops himself, noticing that it's Holly's house. And
You see all the nice pillows?
yes. And instead, I'm going to just use the old Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That'll harm the house
If he misses
too.
something.
If I
Less
miss,
than
It'll,
a
like, put
fireball,
hole in
say.
the wall, but it
It's
won't,
less
like, burn.
than
This is
fire.
character growth.
This is great.
yeah. So I try to zap the first one. 14,
14 hits.
10 damage total.
So yeah, you like blast a hole in this thing, and you can see like a bunch of flour like leaking out of it, and it just kind of like looks at the injury and then looks up at you, still standing.
I do it again. Oh my god, 12.
12 hits.
Oh my gosh. All right. Cool. All right. 13 for the second.
Okay, yeah. It's kind of like looking at its shoulder where its body had been ruptured, and it's just kind of staring at the injury and then looks at you. And then you deliver another one to its torso, and it just kind of like slowly shears in half, and it stares down at the injury again and looks back up at you, and then just kind of falls to the floor completely motionless. Next up is Uli. You are still outside.
How close am I to being inside?
60 feet.
I'm going to quicken spell after I dash into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the house?
Just right in the threshold, looking at Snack, who is standing over a recently thrashed sack of flour boy.
Okay. And is that all that's in this front room?
Just the three of them. Yeah, you can see like kind of like down the hallway that there's a bunch of these guys crowding the stairway, and then Tibio is in the scene as well. I'm not sure where.
Where did you Misty step to?
I would assume downstairs and not up the stairs.
Yeah, I went as close to the basement as I could get.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so not in my line.
Not really.
Okay. Would I be able to make a direct line up the stairs?
Yeah.
Then I will punch 3 magic missiles at the flower people up the stairs. And then 11.
Okay. You, like the first one gets its attention, and then it turns around, and the second one like busts its face in half.
Okay.
And then the third one gets it in the gut and kind of tears it open, and it's leaking flour everywhere and taking a couple feeble steps towards you.
Okay.
Next up are the dwarves downstairs. Recently shrunk down. You are now at kind of an extreme disadvantage here, Holly. The first dwarf just drops a hammer on you, but it's only an 11 to hit. What's your AC?
11.
Okay, so that does connect. All right, so that's 10 bludgeoning damage from the first hammer that comes down. The other one is actually going to grapple you, and it has advantage on this, being that it's much larger than you are at this point.
Okay.
So you can use your dexterity or your strength to contest this.
Both really strong, I assume.
A 7 total.
Okay. So yeah, they after you get like smashed by the hammer, like the wind is kind of knocked out of you, and the other one just pounces on you immediately and grabs your arms and like holds them behind your back. It is Tibio's turn. You are at the top of the basement stairs.
I use my movement to run down the stairs, and I see what's happening to Holly, and I panic. And whichever one is holding her, I cast Blight.
Ooh. Get those actual necromancy spells.
So this dwarf needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 8.
That fails. And then it takes 8d8 necrotic damage.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Do you want some D8s?
Yeah.
I have one for you.
Oh, Lord. So that's 41.
Okay.
Thank you.
Holly, this dwarf that's holding you, it's got your arms kind of like pinned behind your back, and then all of a sudden you feel its grip just kind of fade, and their skin gets dry, and you just hear them kind of like wheeze, kind of like into your ear, and its grip becomes like super feeble. You feel like you could just kind of shake out of this at any point. So Holly, as he kind of wheezes out, you feel him getting smaller, and you see the one in front of you getting smaller as well. Their enlarge spell had worn off, and it kind of evens out the stakes a little bit here. It is your turn, Holly.
Holly has 6 slides still to use on her Historoscope, and she is going to try to hold it, I guess, just in one hand. but like sort of covertly, I guess, to try to record moments throughout this fight. So she is concerned that we're all going to get arrested because of this battle right now in her house, because she knows she's worried about the like magic laws and use of magic. So she's trying to record some things to like help. So I don't know how you want to make me pay for this in the battle, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, so definitely it's your action, and then I'll just
Okay.
have you make a stealth check to see, or a sleight of hand, I mean, to see how well you can pull this off.
So she's gonna pull it out, and she's like, just all this is going through her head really quickly. And she's gonna hit record on it with her stealth check. So I'll do that first, I guess. God damn, I'm rolling so bad, you guys. Roll a 2.
Okay.
Is that plus intelligence?
No, so this is sleight of hand, so it's
Dex.
plus dexterity.
Oh, okay. 3.
Okay. So it's fairly obvious. You just like reach into your pack and pull out this crystal, and you're kind of like holding it up to them, and they both kind of like flinch backwards as if it's going to do something. But then they just kind of like disregard whatever you're doing, and they think you're just one of those, crystal people.
Perfect.
Holly's going to say, we don't have what your warrant is looking for. Why are you attacking me and my friends?
We're just serving warrant. We're doing nothing wrong.
We'll see about that. And Holly just like will continue to try to record as things are happening, I guess, around her.
And I mean, like, what you recorded there was them saying that, but also, like, one of them is, like sweaty and, like, obviously in battle, and you're pointing the camera right at them, and they've got, like, a hammer in their hand saying they're serving a warrant. It's, like, it's incriminating what you caught. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Next up is Bert.
So how many flower guys are around me?
At least 10.
Okay. I stand up and I say, I've had about enough of you guys. I've got a court date today. And I shuffle through my book and find a specific page, and I utter a word of radiance.
Okay.
Kazow!
Gosh, that is radiant.
Now all of them have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Great. That is a 9.
Okay. 14 is my AC.
Sorry, let me divide them up here. And a 1. Okay.
Okay. They all take 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
Is flour flammable?
Maybe.
Extremely.
Yeah. So, thankfully, radiant isn't flames.
I thought it was.
No, it's just
It's going to
light.
say
It's
burning
holiness.
radiance.
Well,
If you're
I think
evil.
it's hot.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
like
So
Metaphorical
actual,
burning.
not like literal
Yeah.
fire.
there's I mean, you can see some like holy smokes
Is that where that came from?
coming off of them, and they all kind of like flinch backwards, and anyone on that floor can see all of them kind of like peel back as if like Bert is in the middle of this radiant bloom, and Bert is like glowing gold, as they all like shrivel away from him and take a goodly deal of damage. Anything else out of your turn, Bert?
I don't think there's anything I can do with my bonus action.
Okay. Open your book to confusion page. You're going to need to read me off some results here. So you've got 5 of these to deal with. It's a D10.
Yep.
Okay. 6.
Don't move or take actions
Okay.
this turn.
One flower person is just standing there with a big smile on his face, just staring at you after being burned. 8.
Uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Okay. It just blasts one of its friends. Not very well. No result
Okay.
out of that. It just kind of throws itself at another one. 4. Sorry,
Can't
that's a
move.
1.
Can't. Oh. All of its movement to move in a random direction.
Okay.
Roll a d8 to assign a direction to each number.
Okay. We'll say 1 through 4 is up the stairs, and then down the stairs. So 5, so down the stairs. It just turns around and walks away.
at me.
Yes, back into that room.
Ooh, do I get a attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
I don't really have a weapon, so never mind.
Okay.
You just try to trip him.
The last
You
one
see the
also gets a 1.
Okay.
So it's another walker?
Yep.
Okay. We'll go up the stairs, down the stairs. This one goes right with them. It's just
All
like, you know
right.
what? That seems like a good idea. Two of them just walk away. One of them throws himself at a friend. One of them stands completely still.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I think that was it, right? Was that 5 of them? Or are we missing one?
We're missing one.
That was
Okay.
just
the one that
4.
got
Yeah.
something
So a
thrown
6
at
on this one.
That's no movement or action.
Okay, good. So 2 leave, 2 do nothing,
Yeah, all good.
1 hugs a friend.
I wish that one guy would have killed another one of them.
Yeah,
Because I bet they're almost dead.
they are. We are back to the other sack boys. The 3 at the door, or 2 at the door, that's right. That are kind of being joined by 2 more that are walking that way. 2 of them, Snack, come down at, let's hear, Uli's in the same area.
I am at the door.
Yeah, they're going to split their attention. One of them goes for Snack, natural 20.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
You have crit against Snack multiple times.
Yes, that is 8 bludgeoning damage, Snack. Uli
Yeah.
gets a 16 total to hit.
Yes.
2 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Everyone has really garbage AC, right?
Yeah.
The other flowers from the back of the room have joined the fray here. One of them is going to throw itself at Snack. Snack, I'd like to have you make a dexterity saving throw. It's just trying to like pin you to the ground by body slamming you.
15.
Okay. Yeah, this thing kind of like gets close, speeds up a little bit, and then just throws out its body like it's going to do like a belly flop into a pool, and it just lands on top of you as you like turn to run. But its entire weight, which is pretty heavy, is laid over you right now. You're effectively grappled or pinned to the ground.
Okay.
Oof.
The last one is going for, Uli. Snack is too hard to get to right now. Total miss. You're safe. The ones on the stairs, Bert, are going to make a kind of group grapple check to try to press you again.
Grapple check.
Yes, please.
Groupal.
Groupon check.
Groupon.
10.
Okay, so they start to close in on you. A few of the ones from the outside are kind of taking the place of the confused ones that aren't doing anything. Snack, you are up next. You are pinned, and there are 4 flower boys near you.
And by pin, you mean...
Sorry, I do mean grappled. You're not restrained.
Okay. I can cast a spell.
Yeah.
Snack is going to use Eldritch Blast
Mm-hmm.
and point blank blast him in the face.
Okay.
Try to. 15 to hit.
Yes.
18 damage.
Yeah. Snack, you just kind of like turn and look up at it, and like, what do you look like when you're doing this? You like scowling at it or what?
He's got like a smiley face painted on his face. Is
Yeah.
that how it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
I smile back at him, and then I just put my hand on his face and just...
Okay. And you're still holding onto the face of this thing, but anyone watching can see that the back of this thing's head just explodes, and flour just goes shooting out into the room, all over everything. Holly, yeah,
It's like the
one,
samurai blood
Snack.
spray, but
yeah.
flour.
So does that... Now can I make my second Eldritch Blast attack?
Yeah, so as soon as you do that, you feel the flour kind of disperse all over, and so you're definitely like no longer even grappled by the weight of this because it's all been sort of released.
All right. I use my second Eldritch Blast at the other one.
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit.
Yep.
14 damage.
Okay. That one also erupts. You shoot a hole through where its heart might have been, and it just kind of falls backwards with its hand over its heart.
Awesome. I will use half my movement to stand up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go towards the thick of the commotion.
Okay. Uli, you're up next.
Okay, so Snack just blasted one.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's covered in flour.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still 2 next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to Thunderwave.
Okay. Nice.
So it's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah, that hits everybody.
So they have to make a con save. Also, anything unsecured is going to be...
That's a 2.
All
For
the
the con save.
knickknacks,
Both of them?
all the little
Yeah.
teacups.
They take 2d8 thunder damage. That is 9 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then they're blasted 10 feet from me.
Yeah. Let's hear. So one of them had been hit by Bert's radiant blast that he did earlier.
Yeah.
So that one, when you thunder wave, just like erupts into flour. All of the like burlap wrapping just kind of disintegrates, and it turns into like a cloud of dust. The other one, just like every seam on it splits at the same time, and it's just rapidly leaking out everywhere.
And also, there's a really big boom.
Yeah.
300 feet around us can hear it.
And so, Holly,
Jesus.
in the basement, you can see all this dust like settle out of the floorboards as you hear this like eruption. Like there are like people starting to gather in the street outside of the house. You heard it upstairs. You heard it outside. A lot of the floorboards near the doorway are ripped out of the ground. The threshold is destroyed. The door is destroyed. Pretty much the front of Holly's house is irreparably destroyed.
I'm so sorry.
It was a tiny door anyway.
Yeah, it was a tiny door. Okay, dwarves are next. The blighted one is trying to maintain a grapple on you, Holly, but it's bad at that at this point. I need you to make a contested grapple check with your strength.
A 10.
Got a 4.
Yes.
Damn.
Finally, I beat something.
Yeah, so you kind of like shrug off this like weak and dry dwarf that is holding on to you.
Gross.
And when you turn around, you see that its face is like sunken and that it looks like dehydrated and its eyes are kind of bulging out. And he just says like, bah, bah.
Someone could use a spa day.
And it is going to actually try to move away from you a little bit. Do you have an attack of opportunity?
I think I have a dagger.
Do you want to poke him?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll poke him with my dagger. Shink! I rolled a 19.
All right, there you go.
Is
You
there
got
anything I
him.
add to that? That doesn't matter.
No.
But, okay.
I mean, there would be, but it doesn't matter.
19.
Roll 1d4 piercing.
Boop, boop.
Glad you had that on hand.
It's a 4.
Okay.
Plus, like,
That's a good poke.
dex, right?
Plus dex. 5.
That's a real good poke.
Yeah, as he's like kind of like limping away from you, you like reach out with the dagger and you give him like a little bit of a nick on the like sort of by his kidney on his back, and he's not even bleeding. He's so
It's like sand.
Yeah, yeah.
Aw.
So he's literally just kind of like shaking and walking away from you. He's like looking up at Tibio, and he kind of like drops to one knee and he like puts both hands up to his face and he like kind of does this like beg for mercy pose in front of Tibio. The other dwarf, and he says, "What are you doing? We have job to do," and drives a hammer down at Holly. And gets a 3.
My AC is 11.
Yeah, even with his bonuses,
Yeah.
wouldn't come close.
Does he hit his thumb with his hammer next to him?
Yeah, hits the other dwarf's toe, and he's like, "Oh, oh, 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 oh." So yeah, you just see some sparks as he smashes against the concrete floor here and leaves a little crack in the ground. And it is Tibio's turn.
Tibio is actually a little bit wigged out by what he did to that
Mhm.
dwarf, and he's kind of shaking a little bit and doesn't want to hurt him anymore.
Mhm.
But he knows that the other dwarf still poses a big risk, and he looks at him and says, "Leave now, or I will do to you what I did to your brother."
The dwarf kind of like flinches at your interjection and presses his back up against the nearest wall and sort of tries to like slide by you up the stairs while like staring at you the whole time. It's just trying to get out of the basement.
I let him. Is the healthy one reacting at all?
He is still staring down Holly with his hammer hoisted and ready to throw down again. It's like got an eye on you, knowing that you're approaching, but is determined to take on both of you.
Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Okay. I cast web on him.
Okay.
So basically, next turn he can roll a dex save to get out of it, but he's just auto in it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it is thoroughly webbed. So next up is Holly.
Holly is going to cast Bane
Okay.
on the dwarf in front of her. Up to 3 creatures of your choice you can see within range must make a charisma saving throw.
14.
Is that against my spell save?
Yeah.
I think it beats it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
No bane,
No Bane.
no pain, no bane.
So it is Bert's turn.
Hey, that's me.
Bert, they are kind of closing in on you.
I can still cast spells when I'm grappled and stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I hate to use the same cantrip twice in a row, but that's what Snack does, so.
Ooh, burn.
I'm
That's what they're for.
kind of wrestling with this guy who's grappling me, and I get up next to his face and I go, "Hey, Kazow."
That's the same.
Constitution saving throw,
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
for everybody.
Wait, Word of Radiance is a cantrip?
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's very good.
What?
They did much better this time. 19 and 16.
Ooh, damn. Those are both wins. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, Kazow at you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Kazow.
We're
Like-
already purified.
You can see like the where their eyes are on their little burlap masks or whatever. Like the fabric kind of folds in as if they're squinting when it goes off, but none of them are affected like they were the first time.
Damn.
They were ready for it. Anything else, Bert?
You know what? Just because I can, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh on my book.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Don't miss those attacks of opportunity anymore.
Yeah. I wish I had used it last time.
Cool. How do you weaponize your book?
I close it and it just gives it kind of like a shimmer.
Mhm.
This is a nature spell, so like no, it's still kind of light based. That's a nature.
Okay.
Light, the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just gives it kind of a healthy glow.
Okay. Nice, healthy, glowing book. All right. Now it's that pack of confused individuals.
You're talking about us or the flower people?
Sorry. The first roll is an 8. Bert.
Yeah, ba-da-do. That's a melee attack against a randomly determined creature.
Delicious. Ooh, close, but not you. Goes after one of its buds and nails them
Yes.
and does them a little hit. They're not dead,
No.
but you can see like the one that got hit kind of like looks at the other one like obviously betrayed and just kind of like stares him down like, what are you doing? Next one is a 6.
No move or action.
Great. Next one is a 7.
Action melee against a randomly.
Yes. Oh, that's a miss.
Okay.
And it was against the same one that got hit by the other one. They're just dogpiling.
What
Yeah.
did I
Yeah.
do?
Okay. And the other ones,
You got one more or two more?
let's see here.
No, I think the other ones are dead, aren't they?
Yeah, I think one of them is still alive.
Oh, some of the
but
confused
by
ones.
Uli, yeah.
Mine. Yeah.
So the one that's still standing by Uli rolls a 2.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Great.
Yep.
Confusion is a good 4th level spell.
Yeah, that took a lot of them out of the fight. Back to the top of the order is the not confused sack boys. Let's see here. Uli, when we last left off, where were you?
I stayed by the door and I thunder waved.
That's right. Okay. You obliterated one of them.
Yeah.
The other one, we'll say, was the one that took no action this turn.
Okay.
That one is going to charge you. Natural 20.
No.
So that is 11 bludgeoning damage as this thing just like gets its head low as it's running towards you, and it actually just explodes when it hits you. It did not have enough to hold on to its body. The ones around Bert are going to continue to crush him. Bert, I need a contested strength save.
Can it be strength or dex?
Yeah, you could wiggle out of these, I guess.
It's
a grapple, I guess.
difference of 1.
Okay.
12.
And you lost by 1.
Damn.
At this point, Bert, they've closed in on you so much that you can't move and you can't speak. They're becoming like a dome over you.
This is a beautiful thing you've given Snack. Whose turn I think is next.
Let's see here.
I'm excited.
Yeah, they've all just folded over you, and they start to they collapse over you into this like mound of flour sacks. And Bert, you're struggling to breathe at this point. Go ahead, Snack.
Snack jumps on this dog pile. I'm sorry, Bert. Bite on something. And I cast a Thunder Wave as a level 4 spell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Level 4? Bert's gonna
This
die.
does help with the grapple situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So 15-foot cube, obviously. It's still a con save.
All right, I'll divide them up just like I have been, just into half and half, and I think we're down to 8 in this circle.
and I got to make a con save too, eh?
Yes.
12.
A 5 and a 6.
Okay. All right. So,
Can I see Bert?
No, nobody
No,
can see
I'm
Bert.
covered in sack.
Okay.
All right.
Gross. Took me a bit, but I got there.
25 thunder damage to all.
Great.
Fuck.
Okay.
Is Bert dead?
Nope.
Okay.
Am I dead?
So what Snack does is he jumps like kind of like cannonball style, and then like plugs his ears and then just.
As if a bomb's going off, but you're the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Holly, you thought you heard a loud explosion before, and now you heard this. More dust rattles out of your floorboards, and you hear like a sconce like fall out of the wall in the basement, and it sounds like somebody clapping.
That was the thunder wave.
Yeah, and
It wasn't me this time.
Uli, you can see from your position at the threshold of the door, the stairs. You just see wood chips go flying in either direction, and you hear breaking glass as a large chunk of the wall at the top of the stairs is just exploded away, and a window is destroyed. And then it's just flour. You can't see. You can hardly breathe. But Bert, there's no more weight on you. Your ears are ringing. Your body is numb. And you're like standing where the stairs
Hair
used to
is,
be.
Like straight up.
Yeah. There's almost no structure here anymore. You guys are both just sitting on like wood floor and scaffolding.
You might as well have set this place on fire.
Holly's gonna be so mad.
Mr. Snack,
What, Bert?
thanks.
You're welcome, Bert. That one I called the Baker's Dozen. Did you hear me, Bert?
Yeah, I'll find out a way to write it down later.
All right. Excellent.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Uli,
Yeah.
there are no other flour sacks around you.
Uh-huh.
You know that Holly's in the basement with a bad situation, and that's about it.
And I know that I am the reason for all of this. They came after me.
Well, they also came after the lamp and Snack.
I'm still gonna alter self to look like literally anyone else.
Okay.
Like a human woman.
Okay. You just kind of like scan your memory for somebody, anybody, and you land on the woman that threw their scarf at Bert.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, perfect.
When you said a random, when I was scanning my memory, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the scarf lady.
For some reason, she just pops into your mind.
And I don't surge.
Okay.
Okay, so I look like scarf lady.
Yes.
And then I go to the basement and I go, Holly!
You there's a sickly looking dwarf on the stairs that is looking towards Tibio. Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Okay. This dwarf you can see is holding an oily dagger behind his back and is creeping up towards Tibio.
Tibio shield.
So yeah, Tibio, a complete stranger that you maybe have seen once in your life on the stairs, says Tibio shield.
I just do it.
Okay.
That one is so like that one is steeped in self-preservation. Like something about like my childhood or something. Like I must have been trained to just like use that on command.
All right.
Spell.
At that kind of exact moment, realizing he has no more time, the dwarf jumps initiative to to attack you. Actually, no, it barely does. It's up next. Lame. All right. It got a 14, Tibio.
Because of shield, I have +5 to my AC, so my AC is 16.
Okay. So you see this dwarf kind of lunge at you and try to drive a dagger into the fleshy part of your skeleton. And the dagger, you can see the tip of it like go through the shield to where it's kind of stuck in your ethereal shield for a second. And you can see that there's the dagger is coated in some kind of oil to the point where it's almost dripping, and it gives it this like purple iridescence. And then it kind of like tries to pull the dagger out of the shield, and just like it hisses at you as he gets down. And like you can see his teeth are rotted, and that he's like so it's withered out husk. The hefty one is going to take a moment while Tibio is distracted to try to bash him with a hammer. Nice. 22.
Are they both on the stairs?
No, they're both by Tibio. Neither of them are on the stairs.
That hits, yeah.
Okay. Tibio, that is 11 bludgeoning damage. You hear something crack in your skeleton as you get smashed with a hammer. And then the one that smashed you kind of like holds its hammer in its offhand, and it just says, "It's time to go." and like starts running towards the other dwarf as best it can. You get an attack of opportunity if you want to take it. So does Holly.
Dagger time.
Okay.
Tibio does not attack. Tibio makes multiple steps back in shock and is like very scared.
8 to hit.
Does not hit.
I miss.
Yeah, I think Uli, they're trying to charge past you as well. They've got enough movement.
Then I will also take an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Yeah, that hits. So whatever your unarmed damage is.
4.
Okay. Yeah, so as the, let's see here. Was that the healthy one or the unhealthy one?
The healthy one.
Okay.
Healthy or unhealthy?
Well, I mean, so as they're walking by, you like stick out your foot at the one that's kind of leading the way, and he goes down hard and like bites a stair and kind of like trips, and you see like when he gets back up, like he looks back at you really quick and he's got like a chipped tooth and blood running out of his mouth.
No.
And he just like continues like sprinting up the stairs with his bud.
Oh, dear.
Tibio.
So is the healthy one still within range?
Yeah, you can still see him going up the stairs.
So I'm distressed, and my skeleton has been damaged, and that's never happened to me before. Because I heard a crack. I haven't been able to figure out where it was yet, but I know that dwarf is responsible. And yeah, I'm just like still in like panic mode, still freaking out. So I cast Vampiric Touch. So I make a melee spell attack against a creature. Roll to hit.
So you're kind of like chasing him down.
I moved to him and yeah,
Okay.
go to attack. I did not hit.
It would have been a 14.
That does hit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
On a hit, the target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and I regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt.
That's
Okay.
a good spell.
Nice. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
That is the most hesitant vampiric touch.
That's pretty
It's
appropriate.
3 ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you heal for 1 HP?
That was on the healthy one that just tripped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still healthy.
Yeah. So yeah, stands up, turns around with the chipped tooth, and then like to you just kind of like brush your hand across their face, and he kind of like flinches out of it, and he like holds his hand to his cheek, and he goes, "Oh." And you gain 1 HP.
I gain 1 whole
Yeah.
HP.
Okay.
So stupid.
Holly.
I love that.
So no one's in the basement anymore.
The dwarves are on the stairs, and then Tibio and Uli are both standing at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to cast slow on the doors on the stairs.
Okay. Nice.
So I can cast it on both of them.
Okay.
Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for up to a minute. The effect... Well, I guess we can do that first to see if it hits.
Okay. 7 and 12.
Nice.
I think they both hit.
Those are hits.
All right.
14 is my spell save.
We got it. Okay.
I did a spell.
Yeah, they're like turning away from the vampiric touch, and he goes to like sprint up the stairs, and then he just kind of like goes into slow motion. And he turns and looks behind him, and he just says, "Time to run."
I don't think so. And then Holly, has cast slow on them. And then, so the affected target speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to any AC or dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions.
Okay.
On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Mm-hmm.
And then regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it cannot make more than 1 melee or ranged attack.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. So they're slow mo.
And then spell casting is also slowed, potentially. They have to roll an extra roll to cast a spell.
Okay.
Wow.
And it could potentially take it, if it rolls a certain number, it could take their next turn before it becomes an effective spell.
Okay. Yeah, they are slowly continuing to retreat. Bert, it's your turn. Your ears are ringing.
I get up and dust myself off.
Mm-hmm.
Snack, I told you to run, and you came back and you saved me.
Yes, I discussed this with Uli, how it's a burden to have friends. We couldn't leave.
Well, I appreciate it.
I have mixed feelings, but I'm glad you're okay, Bert.
I'll take it. I'm gonna healing word myself.
Okay.
For 10. What's going on? Where's everybody else? Is everyone else okay?
Uli is fine. I heard most commotion coming from the basement.
Oh, yeah. Let's go check it out.
You see Tibio and Uli at the bottom of the stairs. You see two dwarves, one in much worse shape.
You see a random lady.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
You see Tibio and someone who once loved you.
I definitely remember her.
Yeah, at the bottom of the stairs, and you're like, I knew it. It's all connected. No. Yeah.
You came back.
Yeah. Funny.
I pull out the scarf.
Yeah, that's great.
I pull out the scarf from my pocket. I'm like, it's me.
You pull out the scarf and hold it up, and you say, "It's me." And Uli, as this person, is
Uli
looking
doesn't
up.
remember at
Yeah.
all. She just remembers the face.
And then looking up the stairs, you all see the scarf go loose and fall to the ground, and Bert is gone.
No.
Thanks so much for listening. I'm Tim, your DM and your genie.
I'm Hannah, playing Holly Hyacinth.
I'm Thomas. I play Engelbert F.F. Wisherspoon.
I'm Tara, and I play Tibio Famur.
I'm John. I play Snack the Kobold.
And I'm Maggie, playing Uli.